In the middle of all this misery and loss in Southeast Texas, the human spirit is shining through because so many people are stepping up to help their neighbors. Officials say they've actually had to turn some volunteers away. DeMarco Morgan is in Houston with some of the moments that brought joy and light during an awful week. DeMarco, good morning.
Good morning, Maurice. It has been a tough week, but we have proof that in times like these, there are good people ready to help.
Isn't it great?
Hey, what's up, girl?
In a week of ordinary people stepping up as heroes, a superhero spends some everyday cheer.
I came down here because I saw there was a need for people to just volunteer and do what they can to kind of improve morale. And I think that's one of the most important things that we need to work on. Is trying to help build morale while we're here. This is definitely the most important thing I've done as Spider-Man, is to get out here with the people who are truly in need.
Out here where hundreds line up, not seeking help, but hoping to lend a hand.
I don't want to add to your sorrow, I want to add to your joy.
A trim, a shave, and a moment of normalcy for the flooded and the first responders.
I wasn't hit as bad, and it would be kind of me to go out and help others that were hurt.
Feel better about yourself, the way you look, your appearance. Although we're going through some bad times and hard times right now, I feel compelled to carry on.
Trapped by high water for 2 days, bakers turned 4,000 pounds of flour into free food for the soul. At a shelter, an impromptu birthday party for a girl born 12 years ago during Katrina. At a moment of need, pizza delivered by kayak to the stranded and hungry. And gospel singers spreading a message of love and hope, raising spirits in shelters across the city with a long road to recovery.
I was raised to be a good person. You help your neighbors, you help the stranger who needs help, because one day you're going to be at the other end of that stick and you're going to need somebody's help. And so you put it out there and goodness comes back to you. And let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear.
My mother always says you have to watch how you put your shoes on in the morning because you never know who's going to have to help you take them off. In other words, be kind to everyone. And that's exactly what we saw right here in Texas. Gayle?
Boy, DeMarco, I like your mom saying. That's great. That's great and very appropriate. That's a good lesson for all of us to remember, regardless of what you're going through. Very nice. So we like the gospel music. Go ahead.
Somebody said that, somebody tweeted at me that we saw the best in Texas as opposed to what we saw in Charlottesville a couple of weeks ago. This is what America's all about.
Makes you feel good, gives you a boost.
Keeps it all in perspective.
Yes.